Hey guys, I'm Matt. Today we're gonna get a little personal. Let's get it rolling. Hey guys, welcome back to Stogies and Broskies. So today we're gonna get a little personal. I've got my gorgeous wife behind the camera, and she's gonna ask me some kind of interview questions. So that way you guys can kind of get more or better acquainted with me and my opinions on some cigars. But today, as we get started, I'm gonna smoke on the Liga Privada number 9. Obviously, I've already got it burning a little bit. It's by far one of my favorite cigars ever. And then today also is a special day. I went to the liquor store the other day and I found a Starlight Distilleries cigar batch bourbon finished in Amburana barrels. And so a little bit about this, I did not realize that the cigar batch was a limited release. So last quarter, I picked one up and I drained it. I loved it so much, I killed the bottle quick. Went to go buy another one and they didn't have any more. So I was so confused. I was talking to the guy and he's like, yeah, man, they only produce so many every quarter. So this is the last one on the shelf and I was so lucky to get it. So let's get into this. Let's get this pour going and then I will have Jackie kind of kick me off here with the first question. And she's also got a glass already poured. So she's going to sip on it with me. All right, my love.
All right.
Oh man, this smells like if I had to put a smell on this, like it almost smells like apple pie filling, like the baking spices that are in apple pie filling. Incredible. Absolutely love it.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, so let's go with question number 1.
All right. I know you've talked about this before, but what was your first cigar experience like?
My first cigar experience. So I think we talked about this in one of the early videos that we posted. So I was in the Marine Corps station in Hawaii, and kind of wrap it up in a nutshell. A buddy of mine wanted to go fishing. We went out to the pier and he brought out a little Tupperware and handed me my very first cigar. I kind of looked at it. I was like, man, what is this? Like I've never smoked anything like this before in my life. So he kind of walked me through cutting and lighting it. And so it was a Gurkha Regent. And so how we sat out there on the pier fishing, catching puffer fish, and I smoked a Gurkha for my very first cigar. As far as how it went, it was okay. It wasn't a bad experience. Being able to share that with a good friend really kind of gave me that social aspect to smoking cigars. And so I really enjoyed that. The overall flavor, I can't honestly remember. I can't recall. But again, it definitely wasn't a bad experience. So, yeah, Hawaii, fishing, hanging out with a buddy of mine, sit back with a beverage and a good cigar, kind of just stepped off my my cigar adventure.
All right. What is your preferred cigar size and wrapper?
My preferred Vitoli, I do believe is what it's called. My preferred cigar size is a Churchill. I feel like with the Churchill, it has a good mouthfeel for me. And then I get a nice lengthy smoke out of it. Typically when I sit down to smoke, I don't want to just smoke for 30 minutes. You know, I want to sit down for 2.5 hours and just relax and enjoy the moment. So the Churchill is my preferred Vitoli. As far as the wrapper goes, I've said it numerous times here. My preferred is Maduro. I enjoy the full body flavors. So yeah, totally is a Churchill with a Maduro wrapper is my go-to.
Okay. So, which cigar brands do you most enjoy and why?
Most my preferred cigar brands. Obviously, Drew Estate is by far one of my absolute top favorites. I could smoke a Drew Estate cigar any day, all day, every day, and not get tired of them. They have so many and so many good ones. It's incredible. I've not had a bad Drew Estate cigar. With that, underneath the Drew Estate line, the Liga Privada, obviously, great cigar. The blend on them is just phenomenal. The Undercrown Maduro, the Undercrown Decade 10, I think Decade Maduro. Another one that's owned by Drew Estate, absolute favorite. I've definitely dabbled in My Father for a while, and I've just kind of come back around to him and really kind of fallen in love with the aspects of some of the My Father brands. So I would have to say that Drew Estate and My Father are probably my top. So as we get into that next question, I want to kind of dabble into this beverage here real quick. It's been airing for just a couple minutes, and I'm still getting those baking spices that are prominent on the nose. Yeah, I get a lot of vanilla, a lot of sweetness, and a lot of baking spices out of it. This is just an absolute incredible drink, and I'm watching the legs on it as it slides down the side of the glass, and it's very oily. When you can taste it on the tongue too. It's got a good oil concentrate there. So definitely not upset about that bottle whatsoever. It's incredible. All right, my love. What else is next?
Let's see here. Do you have a favorite occasion to smoke a cigar?
My favorite occasion to smoke a cigar is a day that I wake up. I feel like, not while I'm a daily smoker. I could smoke 1, 2, 5 cigars a day and not bat an eye. I could understand an occasional cigar, like I say occasional, but a cigar for an occasion. I can understand that. Having just one of your absolute favorite cigars to share for an occasion, I can totally understand that. But as far as just like I need a specific occasion to smoke a cigar, I woke up, it's a day to celebrate, it's a day to enjoy. So no, I don't have necessarily a favorite occasion.
All right. How do you typically choose a cigar based on your situation or your mood?
So typically, I have some cigars I prefer in the morning, like an EP Carrillo Allegiance. It's a great smooth smoke. It's not a heavy. I would say it's a mild to maybe a mild plus body. So it's one that pairs really well with just kind of like an everyday drink as I'm getting my morning started. Some days, like on the weekends, I will smoke a full body cigar with a good strong cup of coffee. And to me, like there's no better way to wake up. But for like an everyday, I'm just getting my day started at work. I get settled into a truck. I don't want a really strong cigar right away. I feel like that could, I don't know, maybe heighten my mood just a little bit too much, dealing with people on the road and whatnot. So just something nice and mellow to start the day is definitely a good way, what I choose anyway. So there's that. Sometimes it just depends on what I plan on drinking while I smoke, or where I'm at and who I'm around. Some days, just having that atmosphere around you, like that, you've got just a specific company that just kind of triggers that. I want a full body cigar, where I just want something nice, smooth, and relaxing. Is kind of how I go through and pick my my cigars.
Mm-hmm. All right. What do you think are the essential elements of good cigar etiquette?
The essential elements of good cigar etiquette. Specifically, choose smoke what you like. Don't let anyone control or kind of dictate or change how you feel about specific items, right? So if you love flavored cigars, don't let somebody come in and try to talk down to you about what you like. If you like it, that's the most important thing. Now, I'm not saying don't get adventurous and try other things, but if you like a specific thing, enjoy it. That's cigars are for enjoyment, and it's your hard-earned money going into it. So I would say smoke what you like, and that's where it kind of comes down to. Don't be an ass with other people. Don't. Uh, I've personally not run into this, but I've heard about maybe like some cigar snobs coming in and trying to talk down to somebody. Oh, you like Deadwood Sisters, it's a flavored cigar. Why not, why not smoke a real cigar? Or, for those that like acid, right? That's another flavored cigar, or that's an infused cigar even, why are you smoking acids? Why don't you try a real cigar? Or that's not a real cigar. I would say, don't let those people affect what your enjoyment is, right? Because this is about you and your experience.
All right. How do you feel about sharing cigars with others?
I love sharing cigars. When I've got some and I get to talking or having conversation with somebody, and we start talking about the cigars that we have, I'm always willing to give one of my spares away so that way they can try it and let me know what they think about it. For me, cigar smoking is about the community and about sharing experiences, whether they are the same or different in any aspect. I think it's imperative, and plus, I mean, it truly helps build the community and build that rapport with the other person or people. So I'm all about sharing cigars. Now, once I cut it and put it in my mouth, I'm not going to share it because that's to me just gross. But yeah, an uncut, still wrapped cigar, or even if it's a naked cigar like the Liga Privada, I'd gladly share my cigar with a friend.
Right. Do you prefer to smoke cigars alone or in a more social setting?
Preference is I like to smoke in social settings. I enjoy smoking with people. Again, like I just said, it's about the community. Being able to share that experience. But oftentimes I do smoke alone or I smoke with you.
Mm-hmm.
So not quite, a social setting here at my bar with Jackie sitting across from me, but when I can sit down at the lounge and smoke and there's 10, 20 of us and we're all laughing and carrying on and sharing stories. I mean, it just really for me makes that experience.
Yeah.
So
it's a good time.
Yep.
What are some common cigar accessories that you use and why do you use them?
Fair enough. Let me make sure I've got everything here in front of me. So my everyday common cigar accessories, I carry this 708 V-cut with me everywhere. It was from a 708 event. I don't know if I got this in a raffle or if this was a free giveaway from buying cigars, but I absolutely love this cigar
I think
cutter.
It was a free giveaway.
Yeah, it was absolutely amazing. I mean, I've got this. I've got a Colibri Cube right here that I've had for a while, and I've spent a lot of money on it, and I still choose to use this V cutter from 708 every day. It's because I love it. The edge stays sharp, so that's my go-to cutter. I have obviously a torch. That is my torch from that was given to me to kind of review and check out from Zi-Fi accessories.com. So I carry that as well. It also has a cutter into it, a V-cut, which I have used, and it's a good cutter. But for me, I just like the standard kind of guillotine style cut with this. So I still choose to use that over top of the built-in cutter with the torch. And then last but not least, something else I carry everywhere I go is a perfect draw tool. Not that I use it very often, but every now and then you get one that cigar that's got a bad draw in it, and you just gotta modify the cigar just a little bit. And so it's just something I always carry with me. And most of the time when I do use it, it's to push on the torches to expel the last little bit of fluid in there so I can refuel them. So, it seconds as that. But those are my 3 accessories that I always carry everywhere I go.
All right. Have you ever attended a cigar event or a festival?
So, yes, I have attended a cigar event. We had just a little local event at a wine and bistro restaurant that we have local in Elizabethtown. Went there to support a guy that hangs out with us at the lounge. That was a good time. We went, had a couple of beverages, smoked a cigar, hung out with a bunch of random people that we've never met before. So that's again the community. It's all about building community, and so that was a great time. Plus, it was helping support a guy that we sit down with often, and that was really the biggest reason we went, was to support him and his ventures. I really truly hope to go to some cigar festivals this coming year, 2025. That is my plan. Hopefully Jackie can go with me, and hopefully we can get Ray back on board to go with us, and his wife Danny, because that's, to me, again, our community, our family. And then investing in bigger festivals, it just sounds like a great time.
Yeah, I agree. It'd be fun. What aspects of cigar smoking do you find most appealing?
What aspects? I would have to say that the calming feature, the calming effects smoking cigar has, is what stands out most. Along with, again, building the community. And then I truly enjoy the aroma and flavor profiles of the cigars that we choose. But for me, the biggest aspect is just being able to sit back and relax and enjoy a cigar. That's probably the biggest draw to cigars that affects me, is I can just sit here, kick back, and relax for as long as it takes me to get to that cigar. And actually, a quick story: at one of the cigar lounges that I used to hang out at many moons ago, I was talking to a doctor, and I was kind of being an asshole, but not necessarily an asshole, but like a smart ass, right? Like he was talking about being this big deal in medicine, and I couldn't help myself, but I blurted out, "Now let me ask you a question." I said, "All doctors talk about how smoking is terrible for your health, but here we are smoking cigars in an enclosed room." I said, what from the doctor perspective, let's talk about it. He said, absolutely. He said, I gladly, explain my opinion on it. And he said, you can take this to the bank. He said, more people die from stress-related illness than they do from smoking cigars. He said, if smoking a cigar is what helps you de-stress and relax, he said, enjoy your cigar, de-stress, relax, and go spend your time with your family or at home or doing whatever it is that you do. And he said, you're more likely to die from a heart attack or a stroke due to stress than smoking a cigar. And that is something that I've just kind of held on to ever since he told it to me, because it makes so much sense.
Yeah, it really does. Would you consider cigar smoking a hobby or a lifestyle?
That's a trick question, in my opinion. I consider starting to smoke cigars as a hobby.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like once you started smoking cigars for any amount of time, it transitions from a hobby to a lifestyle. And like for me, it's a lifestyle that I absolutely love. Again, it circles back to the community.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when you've got a community that's invested in your life and you're invested in theirs, it becomes a lifestyle. And you know, I'm not saying that it will transition into a lifestyle for everyone, but I feel like if it's something that you truly enjoy, that you'll gladly transition it into a lifestyle for you, rather than keep it as a hobby. And that's just, again, my own personal opinion. But I think I started out as a hobby smoker and it's turned into a lifestyle smoker.
Absolutely. What advice would you give someone new to cigar smoking?
And this is the whole reason that me and Ray developed this channel and this brand. Is our goal is to reach out to new smokers. Our goal is to encourage people who want to start smoking but don't know where to go. We wanted to give them kind of a place and some guidance. And my biggest thing goes back to that one question: smoke what you like. Don't be afraid to explore new flavors, new flavor profiles, and don't latch on to just one brand. You know, if you pick a cigar and you absolutely hate it, don't let that be the deciding factor that you absolutely just hate cigars. Because I promise you, there are so many different flavor profiles that if you're interested, you can find something that fits your niche. You know, you can find something that fits your palate. And if you have any questions or you want to try to find something that you know, maybe your first cigar, please feel free to reach out, because I would gladly help guide you along that path to your first cigar, your first favorite brand, or helping you transition your palate into a different flavor. Ray absolutely loves the Connecticut wrappers and the lighter flavors. I really enjoy the medium to full body flavors. And between all of us, like, we can definitely give you some advice on some great brands to try, some great cigarettes. Well, I don't know where that was coming from, but cigars, great cigars to try from. I truly believe that with any new cigar smoker, we can help you find a family, a place to go, and a great cigar to enjoy.
All right. That was our last question. Is there anything else you'd like to tell your people?
Actually, surprise, I have a question for you. So,
Okay.
ladies and gentlemen, Jackie is a fairly new cigar smoker. She has tried every cigar that I smoke. I'll ask, like, I'll be doing something, I'll ask her to hold my cigar, and she will take just draws off of every cigar that I've got lit when I ask her to hand it. So I'll hold on to it. So my question to you is this: as a new smoker, how hard has it been to A, find a cigar that you enjoy, and B, away from flavored cigars, how hard was that transition from flavored cigars to unflavored cigars?
Finding cigars that I liked wasn't that difficult once I found the Deadwood Sisters.
Okay.
But of course, they are flavored cigars. And I like that sweetness that they have on the tip.
Okay.
As far as transitioning to something that's not flavored or sweet, I mean, I've tried all of yours or most of yours, and most of them are a little bit rough for me. They're a little too strong.
Okay.
But that EP Carrillo Allegiance, I really enjoy. So maybe like lighter to medium flavors are a little bit easier for me.
Okay, fair enough. And being a new cigar smoker, do you have any advice for somebody who's wanting to maybe dabble into cigars or just starting out?
Just do it. Find somebody that can maybe guide you and help you out with what is lighter flavors, stronger flavors, and maybe start off somewhere not so strong, because you don't want to just have that strong flavor kill it for you. Because there's definitely, like you said earlier, there's so many options out there that everyone that is interested will find what they're looking for.
Absolutely. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have one more thing to do here before we go, and that is to add to our bottle here. This is our 2024 Infinity bottle. If you are just tuning in for the very first time, every episode that we've done, we have added 1 ounce of whiskey to the bottle to create our own blend to try the first episode of 2025. And so with that being said, we are going to add this Starlight Distillery cigar batch. And I forgot to go through the stats of this, and I will go through it here in just one moment. But as you can tell, we are really rounding this thing out, and it's almost done. I'm very excited. The hardest part about doing this is waiting to try it, because I have been very tempted numerous times. So with that cigar batch, let's kind of go over this bottle really quick, so that way you know exactly what we're drinking. It's 106 proof. It is aged 4.5 years. And it says that it is cigar batch, bourbon whiskey finished in Brazilian and Burana barrels. And this is batch B2402. So again, absolutely amazing, amazing bottle. If you can find it, feel free to pick that up, try it out, and like, subscribe, share us with your friends and family. We want to build and grow with you all. Jump in the comments. Let us know what your first experiences are, or what's the most important cigar etiquette piece for you. Why do you enjoy cigars? Is it a hobby or is it a lifestyle? I'd love to hear. And I personally go through all the comments, and I always respond. So, ladies and gentlemen, until very next time, cheers.
Cheers.